Guys, where Brooklyn at? I have some really good coffee. Is Brooklyn the biggest disappointment in NBA history? I am very disappointed that Brooklyn just got swept last night. They could not even get one win at home. You have Kevin Durant, you have Kyrie Irving, two of the biggest talents in the NBA right now. You couldn't even get one win at home. This is a dismal performance from the top up. From the front desk, from the management team, the office up front, down to the coaching staff, the head coach, your superstars, down to your role players. Like a complete mental breakdown by everybody on the Brooklyn Nets. They got swept. Now let's go back and to the beginning of the season when they put this team together. These Brooklyn Nets. Hey, the little Goose family guy decided to come over. Let's see if we could see them right now. Got that little Goose family over here. Anyways, keep these little goose in the background. What was I saying, man? The Brooklyn Nets are such a disappointment, man. Like, come on. I'm just thinking about the series. Oh, we were going back to the beginning, where James Harden arrived, the Beard arrived, we had Irving, you had the big three, easy money sniper. They got this super team. And everybody was so hyped. Oh, Brooklyn this, Brooklyn that. Brooklyn's going to win. You could book it right now. Brooklyn's going to win the title. Before the season even started, everybody, oh, Brooklyn's going to win the title. This, Brooklyn to the finals, blah blah blah. And we didn't even get started in the season, and everybody was so hyped on these Brooklyn Nets, man. And with just like having Steve Nash there, I said it before, like Steve Nash, he's a great guy, MVP, amazing basketball talent, but dude he can't coach these guys. They don't listen. They're not coachable by him. He can't really come up with the right adjustments. Like we saw in this series, he couldn't come up with the adjustments. And it's like, what are they going to do now? They got to get they obviously got to get rid of Steve Nash. Get somebody in there that's going to get a hold of these superstars and make some good game time adjustments. Hey, I'm over here recording a video, Mother Goose. So Steve Nash, I'm sorry, man, but does he probably has to go. They got to get a new coach in there to really get a hold of these superstars and make some in-game adjustments, man. This last game, what kind of adjustments was this? They're not getting any rebounds. They're not boxing out or anything. You got Claxton. You got a big lineup. You have Drummond. They have the other guy, LaMarcus Aldridge. And then you have KD, a legit 7-footer. And you put out a super small lineup. Oh, we gotta get some points. You gotta get some points up. We cannot get no rebounds. He said it. Oh, we gotta give up rebounding to try to get points. And they didn't even utilize Aldridge at all, I don't think, in this series. And Aldridge could get buckets. And then he's got Claxton out here, can't even hit no free throws. Like, I'm not trying to be too critical. These guys are NBA stars, they're professionals. But come on, man. This is the horrible disappointment. You got swept in the first round. People were talking about these guys were going to win the NBA Finals, and they can't even get one game. Can't even get one game. You got swept out of the first round. Like, let's give Boston this credit, man. Boston, they deserve all this credit with the defense, with Tatum taking the next step, Smart taking the next step, and Brown taking the next step. But man, come on. You couldn't even get one game in the first round. They got swept out of the first round. They got to be the biggest disappointment. We were coming into these playoffs. They had to get into the play-in. First off, to get into the playoffs, they weren't even like a legit like top 5 in the East. They were bottom tier of the East. They had to get play-in. They had to play in to get in the playoffs. It's just dismal. And then we have Irving over here talking about, oh, we don't have enough time to gel this, don't have enough time to gel that. Like, that is on him. I'm not going to talk about the jabs, this and that, vaxes. But come on, man. He's a professional superstar. Like, you got to get it together. I'm just going to pull up these stats from this. Like, these were close games. You know, the first game was a 1-point game. The second game, 7-point game. The third game, 6-point game. 6-point game for the closeout. These are close games. But watching these games, it wasn't as close. It wasn't as close as it seemed. I think the first game probably was like the closest game. I got pull up the stats from last night. Tatum fouled out. He had 36 minutes, 29 points. Horford, 13 points, 1 assist, 6 rebounds. These aren't huge numbers. Jaylen Brown, 22 points. Marcus Smart, 20 points. G. Williams, 14 points. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys in double digits. And where the Nets, we have KD, KD goes out shooting 39 points. Brown, what? Two points in 24 minutes? Come on. And Drummond started. And he only played 4 minutes. Come on, guys. 4 minutes. No points. 1 rebound. Irving, 45 minutes, 25 and 5. Like, he had 17 points going into the fourth, I want to say. The first half was abysmal. Curry was doing his thing out there that game. I'm not gonna lie. And then you had Blake Griffin out there for 18 minutes, no points. Like, Blake, great NBA player, great guy, brings a lot of energy, no points. 3 rebounds, 4 assists. That's a closeout game. Where's Kyrie Irving? What is that? 20 points? I'm not gonna be too hating on that, but you gotta step up, man. Irving, you gotta really step up here. The 3-pointers for that game, 13 to 35, 37%. Celtics hit one more, 14 for 35. The free throws, 18 for 22. Look at this, 17 for 29, 58%. That was off of Claxton. Claxton missed a lot of them. I think he missed 8 or 9. He only hit 1. Points in the paint. 44 points for Boston. Points in the paint for Brooklyn, 32 points. This was something that I was saying in the second game. Durant just needs to get to the basket. Dude's 7 foot. Like, I get it. He's easy money sniper. But yo, you got to get in the paint. So I'm just gonna go. Let's look at this third game. What is his points? What's the points in the paint in the third game? Points in the paint, 42-50. Here we go. Like your free throws, they did better at free throws, 81% there. But their 3-pointers that game, 12 for 29 in game 3. Let's look at the points in the paint in the game 2. Like, that was a major thing that I was watching. I'm watching KD, and he does these little, like, 2-3 dribble, get in like the painted area, and he does these little pull-ups, and like he should be getting to the basket, getting fouls, getting these people in foul troubles. 44 points to 34 points. 34 points in the paint for Brooklyn. So you can see that Boston controlled the painted area throughout these games, and you know, Brooklyn just couldn't get anything together. What did Irving have in this game too? Where's Kyrie Irving? 10 points? 10 points in 40 minutes. Kyrie Irving, the most spectacular offensive talent that this NBA has right now. Kyrie Irving in the game 2, 10 points. 10 points by Irving. For real? Guys, well, what's this game 1? So game 1, Irving did come out strong. 39 points. But where was he the rest of these games? Like, dude, come on. So, big blame on Irving throughout these playoffs. 10 points in 40 minutes, man. Come on, game 2. What in the world? I'm not even going to get, this trade that they did for the beard, I feel like the Nets, they did a decent trade. You know, they got a few different players. They got some shooters. They got Drummond, a little bit depth. But with, Ben Simmons not playing at all, and he has a hurt back. Like, is he gonna play next season? Like, what's going on? Hey, Mother Goose, I'm out here recording a video. Kyrie Irving, 43 minutes, 16 points. Abysmal. That was Saturday, game 3. 16 points in 43 minutes. So, so when a goose flies by, the goose get crazy, and that's kind of what we had there. I'm not gonna edit any of this out. I'm going off rip. I ain't stopping. There ain't no breaks. We got Goose in the background. Anyways, Kyrie Irving, 16 points, 43 minutes in that game 3. Game 4 didn't show up. Kyrie Irving barely showed up this season to play. I don't even know how many games he played, but it's probably less than 20 this season, I'm going to say. And getting back to Ben Simmons not playing, the trade, they got rid of Harden. They brought Harden in, and well, what was that? Like, Harden is burning bridges, man. He wanted to get out of Houston, and then he gets to Philly, and he wants to get out of Philly, and then he gets to Gets to Brooklyn. Now he wants to get out of Brooklyn. I said that backwards. He gets to Brooklyn, then he wants to get out of Brooklyn and go to Philly. And he's really not even doing well in Philly. Philly just lost that game last night, and really, I might be able to pull out some stats on here. But the Beard wasn't really doing his thing either. So I'm over here saying that these Brooklyn Nets are definitely the biggest disappointment in NBA history. They were a super team. Everybody was saying that they were going to be going to the finals. They literally just got swept out of the first round. Had to go to the play-in tournament to get into these playoffs just to get swept. You can't even give me one win in Brooklyn. Like, yo, it's abysmal. Coaching non-existent. Your superstars are not coming to play. Your other superstar isn't even playing. Hurt back. Like, they got a lot of work to do in Brooklyn, man. That's all I really got to say. I'm really disappointed. I thought this series was going to be the best series of this first round, but it wasn't. We got 4 games, and that's it. But maybe this next series, this Minnesota and Memphis will be, what we've been looking for. This is a really good series. They're both teams are coming out playing hard, and it's kind of what I was hoping to see from the Boston Nets series. I'm still really disappointed about it. I'll hang it up when I get done with this video and not let it ruin my day anymore. But come on. Like, no coaching adjustments. Like, can't get to KD, get to the bucket, man. Get to the basket. Drive the ball. You're 7 foot. Like, stop shooting these little 10-footers, man. Irving, show up to work. The supporting cast, they did what they could do. That's like, you have these 2 superstars that really didn't show up. I don't really know what else to say. But the Brooklyn Nets, this super team that Brooklyn put together, definitely the biggest disappointment in NBA history. Getting swept in the first round, having to play into the playoffs just to get swept. Not even a top 5 team in the East, with everybody saying that these guys were going to be NBA champions. Have a good Tuesday, guys. Like, subscribe, give me some comments if you enjoy the content. If you enjoyed the goose in the background, give me a like for the goose, guys. HDENT in full effect.